I have officially been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income. Aside from a few tiny little outlets here and there, YouTube was my main moneymaker. And I'm kind of stupid. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't plan ahead. I live in the moment. I put it all out there. I'm an open book. I live with my heart on my sleeve. You know, if I say something, I mean it. I couldn't censor myself. I refused to censor myself. It's just impossible. I really tried. I really tried my best. Believe it or not, what you saw on YouTube was the vanilla me. It was like the vanilla of the vanilla. And I tried my best, but they want to keep a real down, okay? And that's what they're doing.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and yes, that was Lilly Gaddis, and she was actually, by her own words, that stupid. Not because she didn't have a 5-year plan, not because she didn't censor herself, it's because she's racist. If you racist and you say racist shit, you should be demonetized, right? You shouldn't be able to profit off of disparaging whole groups of people. Now, I've said things about people of other races, ethnicities, backgrounds, creeds, or colors, but not in a demeaning way. And when I do, I have the wherewithal to edit the damn video and censor the word out. She couldn't even hold in her contempt by talking about they trying to keep a real nigga down. Now, I don't know if that was sarcasm, cynicism. I don't know what the fuck that was. But considering I do cynical podcasting, she's plenty fucking dumb. I've seen her on Piers Morgan's show. I've seen her on her own TikTok videos. I even seen her at having a debate with, I think, Mark Lamont Hill. She's disregarding people's racial background, ethnicities, and the history thereof, right? She even this past Halloween did blackface, talking about how black women wear their hairstyles even though they fight all the time, right? Which was an overgeneralization. I've lived in 3 regions of America. I've been to 27 states. I got a lot of black family members, friends, and or other. They don't fight all the time. Like I said in the last video, I've been to Walmart a few times in my life, and I've only seen one fight. If there were fights happening all the time, the times that I did go, I would have seen a fight. When I went to Walmart, I seen black people shopping for fucking food, TVs, or even cell phones. They got in and got the hell out. So making that claim that black women fight all the time and they're not that smart by how they wear their hair because it could get ripped out and yada, yada, yada. Man, you're plenty fucking stupid. So you should have been demonetized. That's not to say that they don't do that. And I think I've done videos where I point out the nigga shit that some black people do that I don't like. However, as a white person, you should probably stay in your lane. Considering all the shit that's happened just within the last 100 years from white people to black people, it's not racially sensitive to be making critique on people that your mom or dad or grandparents might have disparaged, obstructed, or restricted opportunities from. White people, especially the younger generation, have this notion that we're all the same. Let me just break some shit down to you. It's 2025. Life in America wasn't always like 2025. You're probably less than 30 years old. You don't remember the 90s. I do. It was a different time. Hell, I was born in the 80s. It was a different time. If life was like it is now in 1985, we wouldn't be talking about this shit. But because it was stubborn, ignorant, dumb motherfuckers that were racist that look like you and probably your grandparents in this country, there's things that you just can't say, nor should you want to. The fact that you ended this clip with they trying to keep a real nigga down was offensive in itself. Not having more sources of income and leaning on YouTube like a crutch, not a cane, yeah, that wasn't smart. If you were gonna do that, you might want to tone the racism down. That's just me. That's not censoring yourself. YouTube get on my ass when I use too much profane language. You know what I do? I tone it down or I edit it out. It ain't that hard. You're just not that bright. When I listen to you talk on TV or whatever outlet you're on, you don't sound like you read a lot of books, have read a lot of books. Hell, you sound like a D student in high school. I'd be surprised if you got a college degree. And even if you did, that don't mean shit. A lot of people forget. They think having a college degree means something. There are a lot of educated dummies that have college degrees. Hell, I just did a video about a woman that said she couldn't fucking read. Like Jules Santana. She couldn't read, but she had a corporate job making above average salary. And guess what? She was about your age, ma'am. She was 27. So that don't mean shit. Using common sense is what means anything. If you knew your money was coming from one source, you might want to tone the expletives down. You might want to tone the racial insensitivities down. That's just me. YouTube, it only took them a couple strikes to give me the notion that, you know what? If I want to say inflammatory shit, let me put it on Rumble. This is a vanilla platform, so you should have been mindful of that. Not only that, she goes on to say that the stuff that she says on YouTube was vanilla, meaning that you are a derogatory, inflammatory person. You probably shouldn't have an outlet. I know a lot of people, especially the younger generation, think that they have the freedom of speech. Freedom of speech does not give you full reign to be disparaging, to be racially insensitive, basically to be a fucking moron. Even though the commander-in-chief is that ain't you, right? He may be a felon, he may be a degenerate, he may be a pedo, he might be all those things above. He's the president, you're not. And this is white supremacist country that we live in, so let's just say they allowed his weasel ass to slither through the cracks. If Obama said half the shit that Donald Trump said, he would have never became president, or he would have got locked up. And I'm not even a defender of Obama. I think he's a scumbag, but he's a well-dressed turd. You're not. You're a diarrhea shit, just like Donald Trump. The only difference is you got no power, notoriety, prestige, or status. You're a nobody. And the fact that you think that you should have been able to get away with it shows your white woman privilege. You think because you're a white woman, you should have been given carte blanche. The world doesn't run on Dunkins. So I hope that was a wake-up call. But don't worry, you got Twitter, aka X, and you got what's that other? You got Rumble. Make a website, put your content on Rumble, tell your followers, loosely speaking, to follow you on them platforms, you dummy, and get a 5-year plan, right? Because I'm 42, I got one, and it ain't YouTube. Or do yourself a favor, write a fucking book. I've written 2, got 7 more in the works. Find something to do with your time other than being a racist, smug prick. In any event, if y'all like this episode, leave it in the comments section. Had a lot of people defending her in blackface, so if I get a lot of comments defending this shit, I won't be surprised. In any event, I'm out. No.